Talk about mitosis because mitosis can be quite complex. So for this level, we're going to dwell on the basics. Okay, so we'll be talking about the basics, just what you need to know at this level. Okay, mitosis can be defined as a process, a coordinated process whereby a parent cell, okay, divides to form two daughter cells that are identical. All right, and it occurs in four stages that I've listed here: the prophase, the metaphase, the anaphase, and telophase, and they follow themselves in this order. The prophase comes first, metaphase follows it, and so on. But before we get into these stages, before mitosis occurs, before it passes through these stages, there is an important phase known as the interphase. The interphase is more like a resting stage for the cell, and it's during this period that the cell synthesizes protein and also builds up energy that it will require to undergo the process of mitosis. So let's not waste time, just let's quickly look at each of these stages of mitosis. Okay, here we go. Well, here on the screen is a cell. All right, it's not as complex as the cell, but well, this illustrates what we need to learn. So this cell, this area, this purple lines here represent the centrosome. Okay, the centrosome is actually a collection of proteins, okay, that are formed within the cell, and then these red dots here are the microtubules, okay, and then we have the chromatin inside the nucleus, and then we have the nucleus surrounded by these white dots. Okay, so what happens in this phase? We're going to talk about the first phase known as the prophase. Okay, during prophase, what happens? The centrosome is formed. All right, then the microtubules are also formed just above the nucleus, and then within the nucleus the chromatin begins to condense to form chromosomes. Okay, while the nuclear envelope, okay, the membrane that surrounds the nucleus, begins to disintegrate. And then still during this prophase, what happens next during prophase is that this cell, this our centrosome, okay, where the microtubule begins to come down and then invade this space. So we have our disintegrating nuclear envelope, and then we have the chromatin that is condensing into the into chromosomes. Okay, now within this region, just with the microtubule on each side and the centrosome surrounding it. Okay, then from there, what happens next is we're going to talk about the next one. The next one is metaphase. So what happens during metaphase? During metaphase, now our nuclear envelope that was previously surrounding our chromosome has completely disintegrated. Okay, so we have our chromosome arranged, okay, in the center of the cell. Here, these green lines represent the chromosome arranged in the center of the cell. Okay, and this center is referred to as the metaphase plate. Okay, so that's where the chromosomes go and arrange. And then the next phase, what happens next is the anaphase. Okay, during this stage, the chromosomes that have arranged around the center of the cell, okay, they split into equal parts. Okay, this part here and then this group here. All right, and then they start to migrate to opposite poles of the cell. That's what happens during anaphase. They start to migrate towards opposite poles of the cell, and then that's quickly followed by the last stage known as telophase. In the telophase, what happens is that the cells migrate to both ends of the our chromosomes migrate to both ends of the cell. What happens there is that a new nuclear envelope is formed, and so we have a new nucleus, two double nucleus now. Okay, so we have these chromosomes that have migrated to this part of the cell, and then we have this some other ones that have migrated to this part of the cell. So a new nuclear envelope is formed around them. okay, each of them, and then the cell starts to divide from the center. Okay, so the cell divides from the center, and then our centrosome disappear. The centrosome will disappear, and then the microtubule also will disappear, and then this cell divides around here from the center, and then we have two identical daughter cells. Okay, so that's basically what happens during mitosis. Very summarized, right?